In 1970, the movie MASH was made, followed a couple of years later by the TV series with the same name. The movie was groundbreaking for its time. It was one of the first movies to have the audacity to ridicule both war and religion. At that time, two pillars in society.
Goddamn Army.
It was a box office hit and was the third highest grossing movie that year. I didn't realize it when we went out to film, but both the movie and TV show were shot at the same location. The location was used by the movie in 1970 and the TV series from 72 until 83 for 11 years. Considering the entire Korean War only lasted 3 years, 11 years was a little excessive, but that's a whole nother video.
Goddamn Army.
So off we go, back to Malibu Creek State Park, home of 3 movies in one parking lot, Planet of the Apes, Ape City, and now both the movie and the TV series MASH. The location is well known and is as far back as you can go in the park, but it's still kind of an easy hike. For the intro, they had to use footage from the movie, and I guess since it was already done, they never changed it for 11 years. The layout for the camp was slightly different between the movie and series, but in general, all of the major structures were in the same spots. You can see the difference between the movie and the series with this side-by-side shot driving in on the same road. The TV show had a much cleaner look than the movie set. So here we are at the MASH set, Malibu Creek State Park. This is the heliport. Remember where the helicopters would come in? And then if you walk over here, you can see that's the site. And in the beginning of the show, where the helicopters are flying over the cliffs, there they are right there. That's where you're looking over radar's shoulder, and the helicopters come flying in. And then, if you go over here, this is the road where the Jeeps would go down with the bodies. Remember at the beginning? They're coming down the road with the bodies on the hood. And then I just noticed that somebody put goodbye, which, if anybody saw the final episode when Hawkeye takes off, BJ wrote that. So let's go down there. As you would have driven down this road into the camp. Once you're in the camp, this would have been a circle of rocks. Right about here would have been the swamp. Over here between these two trees would have been the front of the surgical tent. It would have been in kind of a weird T shape. This would have been Henry Blake's tent, later Colonel Potter. So if I was going to stand at the front door of the surgical tent, it would have been right about here. Yeah, a little bit farther back. It would have been right about here. And this would have been the circle, the road that came out and went away.
Oh, when I die, and it won't be long, and it won't be long.
I found an interesting clip in the series. They use a handheld camera and rotate around the entire camp. I didn't realize this footage existed when I went down there, so I had to use Google Maps 360 and try to match it up as best I could. It's amazing that the shot was even ever made because handheld cameras weren't really a thing yet, and they had to hide all of the other cameras, mics, and lights. It's a rare look at the entire location in its natural splendor. One fun fact is regarding the music for the movie. The director, Robert Altman, had someone write serious, meaningful lyrics for it, and it just didn't work. Then he asked his son, Mike, to write lyrics that made little or no sense, and those are the lyrics that were used in the movie. Robert Altman made $75,000 for directing the movie. His son made over $2 million in royalties for nonsensical lyrics. I'd play it for you, but YouTube would ban me from the planet and ostracize me forever.
Goddamn Army.
So there you have it, the location for both the movie and the series protected forever in Malibu Creek State Park. The audacity to ridicule both war and religion. Nice. There are many more places to visit. We'll see you soon.
Goddamn Army chiefs.